user directive. So that means, so we have seen in the past, when we run the container, every time I'm taken inside the container as a root user, right? So let's take, let's give CD. So let me try to, we have built Apache container, right? So Docker and T, Apache hash. If I just type in who am I is a command to print the current user under which user I'm logged in. Okay. So there you can see I'm running the container as a root user. Okay. So when you run the application, it's not advisable to run a user as a privileged user. Okay. So there are some applications which will intentionally say that this application cannot be run as a privileged user. You should run this thing as a normal user, right? So is there a way in Docker I can specify, or I can say that, okay, I want this container to run the application as a non-privileged user. Okay, so that's what we are going to see about that now. So that is for user directive. So let's see example of user directive. Let me come out of this container and let me make a directory called user. Sorry. User PI Docker file, and then let me use it. So first, let me create a group, okay, and then after that, I will create a user under the group. So the command I'm going to run is group add -r. Let me create a group called user group. User, and then let me run user add -r -g user group, then test user. So test user is the user I'm going to add. I'm going to add the user under the user group, which I already created in the previous command. First, I'm creating a group, and then I'm creating a user under the group. Then, to mention the user for the container, the directive is called user, USER, and let's add the test user. So this is how you can specify a user inside the, or this is where you can specify under which user the container should be executing the commands. Okay, so let's save this. Okay. Docker file. So let me build this Docker build -t, we call it as user dot, for using Ubuntu. I don't have the Ubuntu locally because I am in previous version. That's okay. So it's running the apt-get update, and it is creating the user, creating the group, creating the user. Okay. Now run the Docker -it user bash. So if I type who am I, will say My current user is test user. Exit. And if I try to rerun the command with the Ubuntu image, where I don't have the user directive, I can see it is pointing to the root user. So this is how you can specify a user directive inside the Docker file. So this is a best practice in the containers. Don't run the application as a root user. Try to run it as a non-privileged user.